Hotel ni bos, demo tak kena bagi. Minta lalu sikit, lacak.
Assalamualaikum and hi. Today, our group will present about the entrepreneur that we chose. This group consists of 10 members including me, Shanas, Dil, Nurin Yusrina, Jennifer, Nurin Ashifa, Padmini, Rishika, Tang Sishuan, Lisa Hoy, and Samuel. Let's get started.
I'm gonna speak about introduction. What is entrepreneur? Entrepreneur can be defined as a person or individual who set up a business, taking on financial and rise in hope of a profit. And according to the philosophy, entrepreneurs stand for mysterious thing that supposedly holds secret of boosting economic growth, developing idea, and creating job for others. Next, what is behavior stand for? Behavior refer to the way in which person act or conduct oneself, especially towards other. For information, Hah Station is a local business founded by a local entrepreneur from Kampung Badak Bachok, Kelantan, named Madam Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar, whom is 34 years old now. And the company set off in 2014 based on their building which operating at D5 Jalan Bachok, Zara Enterprise, Kelantan. The Hah Station was registered under Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia under Madam Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar name, and the name of Hah Station itself was an inspiration of the owner name. The main focus of this business is the product of foods such as pastry, cake, cloth, carpet, and rock. Now, I would like to highlight the objective of this business. The objective of this business is to provide and fulfill customer desires and needs. Besides that, Hah Station operates every Monday until Friday at 8 up to 5 p.m. for their worker. Meanwhile, for the owner of Hah Station, she will work from Monday until Sunday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. And the audience segment for Hah Station is focused on teenager, adult, and worker. Just that from me. Thank you.
Behind every successful company, there was one person that make it happen. This person is responsible to grab the opportunities and always has fresh ideas for their businesses. Meet 34 years old Puan Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar. With only SPM level education, Puan Fatihah is living proof that everyone can achieve their dreams as long as they have a strong desire to succeed. Born and raised in Kampung Badak Bachok, Kelantan, this entrepreneur has liked to challenge herself since young. Her brother-in-law also an active entrepreneur selling watch, plastic, and slippers.
Next, on average, the working hour starts at 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. The business owner typically works for 7 days a week, while the employees work for 5 days a week. The inspiration comes from within her own self. Her ideal is to challenge herself by starting her own business until it becomes successful by her own skill. This sheer amount of motivation helps her to achieve her dream of becoming a successful entrepreneur. To make the business keep thriving, sellers of Hah Station need to have a high sense of responsibility and discipline in managing the business, employees, and organization. Hah Station objective is pretty straightforward. Puan Fatihah just wants to challenge herself on how far she can bring her business to success, and she worked very hard for that. The name of Hah Station is inspired by her own name, Fatihah.
About the company background of the Hah Station. Puan Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar started the Hah Station business in 2014. The aim of this business is not to work under pressure and people. The Hah Station is focused to products which are bakery, clothes, and drugs and carpets. The Hah Station used social media such as Facebook, TikTok, and Shopee. Even in pandemic COVID-19, the Hah Station still operated as usual, but more on cash on delivery (COD). Puan Fatihah did not ask any money for the modal for this business from any of the bank institution or relatives, but used a very own money for the modal, which is cost about Rm 30,000. Puan Fatihah is a risk-taking entrepreneur.
Hah Station have been operating for almost 9 years. Ms. Fatihah will manage bakery business while her husband will manage business of clothing and carpet store. Customer segment of Hah Station is very widespread and cover all age and gender. Hah Station is a company that focuses in bakery, clothing and carpet, which is a very famous in the state of Kelantan. There are 4 branches for Hah Station are located in Kota Baru, Bachu and Badak, which are strategic places with local and student nearest. Each Hah Station branch requires 13 employees. As for the scope of employees duties, they will be divided according to their respective skill and qualification. Among them are cashier, head of operation, customer service, and food and beverage maker. According to Puan Fatihah, as the business owner of Hah Station, she has failed several times. As an entrepreneur, she had to be strong in dealing with it.
Entrepreneur before starting the venture. Working experience. The owner of Hah Station, Mrs. Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar, has no working experience. After she completed her Form 5, she didn't continue her further studies. After that, she continued to work at her father's grocery shop. After her year passed, she took an incentive, started her own clothing business. She faced her customer and managed a store by her own self. Then Mrs. Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar managed to open 4 stores operating and each as different locations in Kota Baru, Bachu and Badak. Now I would like to explain about role model. The owner of Hah Station said that she inspired herself to become an entrepreneur. The lingering desire to challenge her own self to start a business has led successful entrepreneurs to become successful entrepreneurs now. The entrepreneur said we must ask ourselves if we are prepared to take the own challenge of facing the outside world.
Now I would like to continue with entrepreneur activities. Hah Station's business is focused on products. The owner has 2 bakery branches, 1 clothing branch and 1 carpet and rug branch. The owner will go to each store owned by her to check and ensure that employees conduct business operations in accordance with the standards set by the entrepreneur herself. Next, intention of being an entrepreneur. The owner of Hah Station started her own business because the owner did not want to work under someone else. The nature of wanting to challenge oneself since high school again. According to the views and experience of the owner of Hah Station, she has failed many times, but the skills she has as an entrepreneur helped her a lot to overcome the problem.
Next, I'm going to present how an entrepreneur starts her business. Madam Fatihah has a business plan before starting her business. She developed a business plan including executive summary, product and service, and market analysis, marketing and sales, company organization and management team, financial projection, and appetite. Business plan is very important for her to determine her financial needs, position her business brand, help her to research and really know the market. Besides that, she registered her company under Surahan Jaya Syarikat Malaysia SSM in the name of Hah Station. Hah Station belongs to sole proprietorship, which is wholly owned by its owner, Madam Fatihah binti Abdul Ghaffar. According to Madam Fatihah, she procures raw material from this supplier. Food and beverage are obtained from supplier located in Kota Baru. Carpet and rug are obtained from Thailand, and clothing is obtained from Penang, Sembawang. Madam Fatihah has a long-term goal of setting up her own cosmetic business, but due to the growing of finance, she decided to implement her wish for another 5 years to the next year. She used her own financial support to start her business, but she did not get any support from her family members and friends at the beginning of her business. In addition, she ran her business on her own and did not join any organization or professional parties to seek help and advice for her business.
Madam Fatihah has planned to set up her own cosmetic brands after 5 years or later due to her financial constraint. She faced some problems and challenges in the beginning of her business. She started with a clothes store and she faced some problems such as finding a good and honest supplier and transportation problem. At the early stage, Hah Station doesn't have their own transport, so she has to use her husband's car. Even though she faced many problems, but she overcame with positive mindset and came. She says as an entrepreneur, we must face the problem positively, came and take it easy, because it will affect our decision to solve the problems. Now Hah Station yearly revenue is about 360,000 ringgit and the net profit is about 5,000 ringgit per month. In the end, she advised to someone who wants to be an entrepreneur that you will succeed if you believe you can do it. She also says that an entrepreneur should never give up and must work hard continuously to fulfill their dreams.
In conclusion, this project has provided us with a clear understanding of the significance of enhancing entrepreneurial abilities and the personal attributes of successful entrepreneurs. The assignment has shown us that achieving our goals and desires is not a simple undertaking, but Madam Fatihah's narrative has shown us that if we believe in our abilities, we can succeed. Madam Fatihah's business starts at the bottom, which gives her a lesson and an appreciation for risk and difficulty. She became a more successful entrepreneur as a result of these lessons from the day she began her business till today when she owns 5 different stores in Kelantan. Furthermore, we have learned to never allow gender prejudice hinder our development. In a nutshell, she urges the younger generation to create their own enterprises and to never give up, particularly when others throw them down. She adds, trust in what you believe, and one day it will be realized through your own hard work.